The very first time I played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, it wasn't the full game. Like so many people back in the day, my first taste came from a PlayStation 1 demo disc, back from the days when you could still buy a gaming magazine from a newsagent. The warehouse level was all you got, but in that small, gritty space was where many gamers, myself included, discovered a newfound love for skateboarding. It was there where you learned to ollie, grind, and string together your first clumsy combo before your timer ran out. My friend and I would spend hours on that demo alone, trading the controller back and forth, trying to beat each other's high scores. Even with that just one level, it kept us engaged as we felt like we'd stumbled onto something completely new. So, it feels oddly fitting that our new hands-on preview of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 takes us from the warehouse to the Foundry, another industrial-themed space packed with rails, pipes, and potential. What's the new Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 like? Pop on some Vans, slip into some baggy jeans, and let's get rolling as we check out the new preview build of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. For full transparency, this preview is based on a pre-release build of Tony Hawk's 3 and 4 played on the Xbox Series X. The preview code was kindly supplied by the game's publisher, and at the time of writing, no demo or hands-on versions have been announced for the Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 ahead of launch. While the preview build didn't unlock every secret of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, it gave us a real taste of what's to come by offering not only just the Foundry, but also the College, another beloved level making its return. It was fantastic returning to the College, relearning those old lines and hunting for gaps and admiring the visual upgrades. Compared to the tighter, more enclosed Foundry, College just felt far more open, with plenty of room to chain together big flowing combos. The refreshed visuals and slicker movement made it a joy to skate, like slipping into an old, well-worn pair of skate shoes that somehow feel brand new. It's that sense of discovery is what keeps these games endlessly replayable. Even in the Foundry, simple experiments like jumping over the half-pipe to unlock the forge press and then grinding underneath it led to fresh surprises. Finding these hidden paths and secret gaps was just as rewarding as it felt back on the GameCube. While the Creator Skater menu was visible in this build, other features like Creator Park weren't accessible yet. There's still already a fun surprise for fans, as Doomslayer is a playable character if you pre-order the Collector's Edition, which is a absolutely ridiculous but pretty entertaining crossover. The soundtrack itself feels perfectly tuned to the game's vibe. It's a great mix of lo-fi hip-hop, punk and rock that captures the laid-back and high-energy sides of skating culture. Unfortunately, I can't showcase any of it in this preview video due to copyright reasons, and I have streamer mode enabled to mute the licensed track, but rest assured, it sounds spot on. Outside of what I was playing, the final game promises a lot. Both Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, full park rosters rebuilt in HD, an expanded Creator Park, Creator Skater system with shared custom goals, a new Game Plus mode, and 8-player cross-platform online multiplayer. It's shaping up to be the most complete and polished version of these two games yet. Coming away from this early hands-on with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, I'm genuinely impressed with how well this remake walks the line between honouring the past and modernising the experience. For so many of us, the series started off in that tiny PlayStation 1 warehouse, and remaking these later entries comes with the weight of memories. Thankfully, just like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake before it, this feels like a project that was made for people who understand what made these games special. The classic levels are all here, looking better than ever, but the soul of the original game remains intact, like its tight handling, the flowing combos, and that endless urge to chase just one more run for that high score. Foundry and College both felt fantastic to play, offering old roots and new surprises to uncover. As for the Switch 2 version, based on what I've seen from other launch titles, we can really expect a sharp, great-looking port that takes advantage of the new hardware. And for those sticking with the original Switch, considering how well Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 ran on that system, there's every chance we're going to be in for a solid time too. If you grew up with these games or even came aboard with the previous remasters, this looks like another must play. With the full release just around the corner this July, it's shaping up to be a great time to return to the skate parks once more. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you liked it, the best way you can support What's It Like is by liking, subscribing, and sharing it with your friends. For more reviews, click on the thumbnails to the right, and for everything Nintendo, check out what'sitlike.com.au.